Once a bison, always a bison. Until I was gone, I didn't fully comprehend what that meant. Recently, I am reminded of it every day. The green and the gold. Enthusiastic fan bases and communities. That Midwest weather. Having championship expectations. Regional rivalries.
The rivalry is intense, and it opens the next chapter today. Run from him.
My team, we work hard all year. For it to come through like this is awesome.
Welcome back to Bison Overtime. This is our last and final show.
The overtime has ran out, and the bosses have fired us because they found out we were sitting on the toilet during company time. There's no more overtime. It's just fired time. We've been promoted to customer, and yeah. Well, not yet, but.
Not yet. This is our last show. You know, we're already eating ice cream on the set like we were at Herd Horns.
We're already celebrating, is what it is.
Whoa! We're going to get to graduate.
Vinny's so happy to get out of here. He was telling me for the show, he's like, I cannot wait to be done with this dumb show. And you would sell the show in every single way, and all the viewers and everything with it. It was terrible. You guys should have been there. I wish you could have heard it, but it was bad.
What I said was, done with school.
He roasted y'all like Kendrick roasted Drake. That's all I'm going to say.
Like,
everyone the way you walk, the way you talk. I mean... Yeah, the Tom Brady roast. I do have that. We will get to that later.
Heck yeah. But anyway, today's Bison Overtime. It's episode 23.
Is it 23?
Yes, this is episode 23. And
we did 23 episodes?
Yes.
Dang.
I know. I was putting it all in the website last night. I was like,
jeez.
23 episodes.
Well, just like the GOAT MJ.
Yeah, exactly. Lucky number 23. That's my lucky number. That's what I.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's when I was born.
When you go to the roulette table, you say 23.
Yep.
How many times have you won?
As a spinner, twice.
Really?
Yeah. Someone.
As the house, he's like every time.
No. Literally, like when I was spinning the wheel, right? Someone put $20. That's the most you can bet on our pig wheel. All on 21.
That's lame. Why only $20?
On 21, right?
Vinny, if I want to put my college savings fund into, I should be able to.
It smacked, and he got $800. Guess how much he tipped us? $150.
See, that's so dumb. I'd never tip the house.
Not the house, the people.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah.
You guys didn't help me win. I helped me win. Just like baseball.
No, because I told him to put it on that number.
Oh, okay. Just like NDSU baseball helped itself win. I mean, started off the weekend with a loss to St. Thomas, dropped to the Tommies 3-11, but
3-11.
Won the series 7-4 and 5-4.
Hey, just kept the St. Thomas at 4. We're gonna win games.
Yeah, I mean, this NDSU team's been playing very, very well in conference. Like surprisingly so. We said this like we were like, oh, at the start of the year we were like, but we played
who is this
like Oregon State,
team?
LSU. We were playing good teams, and now that we're playing teams that are maybe more our level, we're dominating. We're taking series. You don't have to win every one. You just got to win most of them. I mean, softball could use that message though. I mean,
softball has been struggling this semester. I don't know what it is. I don't know what got into our softball team. But we are not putting up points. And as a result of that, we got swept by South Dakota. 0-4, 1-5, and 3-9.
Do you think they're afraid of like scoring runs?
Maybe allergic to them.
It's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the team. If it's just like
coaching, I don't know.
Yeah, if it's just like coaching, if it's a young team, I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I don't know too much about the team to say, but. It's been a rough year to start for them for sure.
It has been a really rough year.
But I mean, their season's coming to an end. I believe they have 1 week left.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say
something like that. I don't know.
I know we're close to the end.
We
of the
are
season.
really close to the end of the season.
We're right up at it. I mean, obviously, it's the end of everything around here, but.
And I know. Everything's wrapping up. Track and field has their final this end of the week. So, I mean, everything's wrapping up for
Golf's
sports.
Done,
and
I'm pretty sure.
Yep, they finished up last week. Henry, you want to grab my charger for my computer? It's my backpack. But anyway.
Vinny can't charge a computer all year long, and he still can't charge it.
But, yeah, so moving on to college sports other than NDSU, NCAA could force to pay $2.7 billion to settle an antitrust suit.
Yeah, it's not good. I want to say it's over NIL stuff, but that's a lot of money.
That is crazy amounts.
When people say that the NCAA isn't a money-making organization, yeah, it is. This is a money-making amount by a money-making org, so you got to
go around. Yeah.
We're watching them try to figure out how to charge.
I was just gonna say keep the camera on Logs, but whatever.
This is like a process. Yeah, there I go.
Well, now we move the camera.
This is a whole process in itself. Hopefully that's fine. I think you just bumped that camera on the way out. This guy is already interfering with the election. Oh, jeez, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That one needs to be fixed.
I got it.
Get on it, Vinny. This is what you guys don't see. All right, you don't see us doing this during the show. That's what you need to recognize, is that sometimes change is good. Change is great.
Sometimes...
And this is all staying in, because I'm not taking this out.
Oh. Well,
this adds to the show. This adds to the environment, you know?
You want to
know
about the environment, too?
What about the environment?
Henry, come on here on the stage.
What?
Come here. Right here.
Oh.
All the stops are being pulled.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Our new GM for Bison Information Network. It's no longer Logan.
Does this make me Joe Biden if I'm eating ice cream?
But, yeah. We have Henry as our new GM. Congratulations, sir. How you feeling?
I need the mic.
I thought he was going to shake my hand.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I'm happy to be on Bison Over Now.
Over now.
Bison Over Now?
Bison over in 40 minutes from now?
It's a pleasure. I'm glad you guys could have me on. Now,
So what's your plans with overtime in the future? Because you're not a big sports guy, Henry.
I'm not a big sports guy. I'm glad you noticed that. I'm definitely going to try to get people who like sports into this. Because
we probably should email our people.
this is a good show that people have a lot of fun with. And
No,
it would suck.
Do we ever take
to
this show
not-
seriously? No.
That's exactly why. This is people, you know? Maybe we get some Spectrum people on it.
We did have Grant.
Hold up. I was looking at his computer, and he spelled Bison Information Network as Bison Information Net Ward.
We don't talk about that.
We've learned two
not-
things about Vinny throughout the year. Is that one, names are not his thing, and two, spelling is not either.
Correct. Yeah, so we tie
Last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, they had the whole semester, I think.
Exactly.
That just shows we put in the overtime. We worked through that winter break. No off days.
No off days in the building. Yeah. How are you going to implement no off days?
I'm not really at a position to say right now, but if you join Ben, no breaks. Only Ben, 24/7. You know, get a break. What are you talking about?
Ben is your break. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't have any free time, nor should you.
Damn.
You guys get to go home. I work 168 hours a week.
I
sleep.
sleep in the union.
When I'm sleeping, I'm still working. I'm sleeping as my edits are uploading. As soon as they're done, I wake up, I go right back to it.
If we're not getting views, then I'm not eating.
If we're not getting views, then you're not getting sleep.
Or food. I'm not eating.
Where you don't get food on the table if we don't get views.
Anyway, I'm gonna, as my final act, I'm gonna read my credit card information out on Vin. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. I'm looking for, in all seriousness, I'm looking forward to all the great memories and stuff, and hopefully I will be half as good as a general manager as this guy right here. So thank you.
Tried my best. Tried my part. Hit him with the wave. Hit him with the queen wave.
All right, see you later now.
No,
Bye.
This is the Dr. O wave. He's the
Whoa.
You're a doctor now?
Dr. O.
That looks like something else. Sorry.
What are you doing?
What are we living in Germany right now or what?
What are you talking?
Jeez.
Vinny. Unbelievable.
Jays.
It's clearly not. He's clasping his hand.
Mm-hmm.
See, at least next year there won't be a Vinny. I don't know if we'll ever have another. Will we have another Vinny Anderson on Bison Overtime?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Anyways, back to the sports.
Back to sports and what you came here for.
Snoop Dogg sponsoring a college football bowl game. You hear about this?
No.
With his gin and juice company that he's running with Dr. Dre. They are going to be sponsoring the Arizona Bowl. Presented by Snoop Dogg. So your favorite rapper is now rich enough to run a bowl.
Bang. Going in the rap world, you know.
How many like advertisements does Snoop have? I feel like I've seen him everywhere.
A
I saw him on
lot.
Grubhub. He had that whole thing where he was pretending he was going to give up smoking, but it was like smokeless grill or whatever, smokeless fire. I don't
It
know.
was funny, but because he was like talking about it, and then it
was
cuts
great.
right to the grill, and it's like, what? What is this? Yeah, I don't know.
Great advertising. It was amazing advertising.
It was really good advertisement.
I just realized this is the second episode we've just been eating.
Yep. I mean, I caught a lot of us eating in the live show.
You cut out a lot of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I try to get out the
Yeah,
server.
so what, the first 40 minutes where you had 2 plates?
Yeah. I was so full.
Bro goes, I'm so hungry, and I look at him in the eyes, I'm like, you're not gonna be able to eat all that. It's gonna hurt. And at the end he's like, oh, I can't eat anymore, dude. You eat it? You're like laying down in the booth. I think at one point I was like, I try to tell you, man. It's like having a child, bro. You try to tell them and they just don't listen.
No. But moving on. Moving on to me eating.
Other sports.
USC women's got their 4th beach volleyball title in a row.
That's a dynasty.
Dynasty right there.
It's a dynasty that you love to see.
In the making.
You realize something, Vinny? They haven't lost a beach volleyball title while I've been here at NDSU. So I think I'm the reason. I'm the cause.
Yeah, all right.
It's
well,
me.
Logan,
I'm the reason.
Guys, Logan is going to leave this year, so we'll see if
USC. It's all right. I got you.
Well,
I'm
it's
a
also
tricky
looking
one.
at UCLA's
I know it's a
men's
tricky
volleyball.
one to say. USC is a very tricky school to
No,
say.
I'm also looking at
Say it with me.
UCLA's
You.
Yeah, see. Wow.
There you go, see.
No, I was looking at UCLA's men's volleyball claiming the 2nd title as
Yeah,
well.
so the Cali school's getting it done. I mean, they've got dynasties for both sides. I believe it's just indoor volleyball. I don't know if it's... I couldn't find if it was like beach volleyball or not. I didn't really read too far just because I was throwing it in, but...
You're like, it's college sports, throw it in there.
Exactly. We need college sports news. Not a lot going on right now.
Pump.
It's a dead part of the year for college sports, so...
Yeah, I mean, speaking of dead sports right now, because the draft's over and all that stuff, turning into NFL news, Rashad Penny joins the crowded Panthers running back room, and, you know, at least Bryce Young has a little weapons with all the running backs he has.
Yeah, I mean, they have Xavier Leggett now out of South Carolina. I mean, Rashad Penny hasn't been really relevant since he kind of got into the NFL, so we'll see. But it should be interesting. It never hurts to have too much competition. The guy that everyone is keeping their eyes on, though, is Tank Dell. After he was hit in that nightclub shooting, they're saying he'll make a full recovery. Yeah, that was wild. Like 13 people were wounded. But he should make a full recovery. Should be fine. Something to keep an eye on if you're a fantasy owner or a fan of the team. But
He should be all right.
should be all right. I mean, it doesn't look at his career ending at all.
For sure. And then J.J. Watt said he will return to the Texans if they need him to.
Yeah, if they absolutely need him to was the quote. So it'll be interesting. I think it's just out of respect for DeMeco Ryans, and it helps that the team's good. So I think he wouldn't mind coming back for a ring.
I mean, it's a lot better than when he was on the team.
Yeah.
Speaking of rings, Tom Brady had his roast night yesterday, and he got destroyed.
I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I have to. I watched a highlight or two. Who was the comedian that went after everybody on stage? Because, oh
my
man.
God.
You see that guy? He was rattling off. I was like, I've never seen anyone cook that much in my life in a roast.
There was one roast that Tom Brady just drew the line in the sand of. And
Was that the Giselle one?
No, it was Robert Kraft. He was okay with everyone else being made fun of in his life and him, right? but he drew the line at Robert Kraft, and when he said something about massages, because he also has a past with massages, something like that.
Yeah, so who are you to make fun of my quarterback when you're owner? The guy who owns your team, is the team. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Suddenly I don't care what you say about my quarterback at all.
At least he didn't have 24.
Maybe Tom's a little bit tense. Maybe they need to massage him a little bit.
No, they were like talking about how Giselle was cheating on him, whatever, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then Eli Manning owning the crap out of him.
They made a joke about Kevin Hart being the host because he's afraid of giants. I like that one a lot. I was like, that's a good one.
Yeah. No, it was a really funny of a show yesterday, and I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I saw a lot of it.
I think is it Netflix? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll go home and watch it. And then a little bit of Browns news. Former Browns and Texans running back Duke Johnson retires. I watched Duke get drafted. I'm starting to feel really old. Like, I watched it and I really remember it. I forgot he was in the league, but it was like 2016 he was drafted or something like that. So it's getting scary. I'm seeing guys that were like drafted when I was in high school get retired.
I mean, when we're getting old when NFL players are born in 2004 and we're 2 years younger than them.
3. I'm old, dude. I'm past my prime.
Time to hang up the cleats.
It's over. Those who can't coach, and clearly I can't. But speaking of those who want to, Jordan Travis, the famous Florida State quarterback, really good, had his injury. He sees himself as Aaron Rodgers' successor, and honestly, I don't see why not. He was very successful at Florida State. Obviously, he was playing great up until last year, I believe. I don't remember the exact injury, but something with his leg. He messed up his knee. Now that Zach's gone, who else is there to succeed?
I mean, there's no competition.
It makes sense. I mean, we'll see how long Aaron wants to stick it out. I wouldn't be shocked if they took a high QB in like next year's draft or 2 years, But yeah, Travis is a good pick.
Pull off a Packers stunt.
Travis is a good pick, so
for sure. I mean, you just have to avoid the injuries and stuff with Rodgers and Travis now. And speaking of players who are injury prone,
it was it. Two guys with knee problems playing on MetLife. Good Lord.
But Odell Beckham is heading down to Miami.
Terrible signing. It's such a joke. I said this last year.
Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and
I said this last year when he went to like Baltimore. Nobody would care if he wasn't OBJ. If he has the name of anybody else, like Sammy Watkins or Randall Cobb, it doesn't make headlines. It only makes headlines because
he goes,
oh my gosh, it's OBJ. Catch. I think he might be the most he's a good player. Might be the most overrated, overhyped. Overhyped, maybe not overrated, overhyped for sure. But and we'll see. Maybe it'll work out, but I think at most he'll get like 500 yards for that team. I think they just have. It's weird. Felt like it was falling. I just think they have too many weapons. Yeah, it's like when you're like dreaming, you feel like you're falling. That's what it felt like, kind of. But
no. Have you ever had like dreams inside of dreams before?
Inception?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's so weird because you wake up in your dream and you're like, oh, hey, that was a whack. And then you wake up again and you're like, wait, what?
Maybe that was OBJ finding out he was still going to play in the NFL. He was like, wait a second. I'm still in the league?
Turning over to NBA news, the Mavs want to extend Kidd.
They did extend Jason Kidd, yeah.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Because the Lakers fired, what's his name? Darvin Ham. So now it's the rumor mill of who goes to coach the Lakers, who coaches LeBron. Well, it's not going to be Jason Kidd. And as a Bucks fan, I don't think Jason Kidd's the best coach. But, I mean, clearly he's doing something right in the Mavs.
He's doing something right, I guess.
I suppose. But, yeah, I don't know. The Lakers are in a weird spot. They're kind of floating right now. They don't have – they have LeBron who's aging, fast. He's not getting younger. I mean, say what you will about him being dominant. It takes one injury, and he's not the same at this point.
Donzo.
So, yeah, they need a coach still. I'm not confident in that team at all. I would not be confident if I was a Lakers fan going forward. Fan base who is confident, though, is Minnesota. However, they're going to be possibly without Rudy Gobert. He is questionable for Game 2.
It does not
for injury
matter.
reasons, but
it does
his
not
child
matter.
was
we have
born.
Ant. It's fine. Wolves in 4.
You have Nas Reed would have been a
Wolves
better.
in 4, baby.
Nas Reed would have been a better one, not Ant. Ant can't play center.
That's true.
Wolves in 4. I don't know.
Wolves in 4.
I don't know about 4, but
Wolves in 5?
We'll see. It's
Wolves
a
in
bit.
6?
I would say 5 or 6. 6 is probably more realistic if they take it, but it's not an injury, so they just have to figure out if he wants. If he's, I should say one. If he's going to be there, it is a big deal. So.
For sure.
And then speaking of Lakers, former Lakers pick Darius Morris is dead at 33.
What?
Yeah. Star out of, I believe, I'm trying to quote top of my head, Michigan or Michigan State, one of the two. But, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know. It's way too young.
Right.
I don't know the reasons. I don't know if they've released him yet when I looked up the story and put it in. So, but it is heartbreaking nonetheless. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And to die that young, that's only 12 years from right now for us. I mean,
well, speak for yourself. I'm a year closer.
10.
10? Probably ain't that old. Jeez. Bro, I was going to say I'm 28 pretty quick.
Well, now we're already graduating. The 4 years that we were here feels like
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 bad weeks.
And now
4 bad weeks of band camp is what it feels like. Just 4 never-ending weeks of the same old thing.
And now we're just blink our eyes and we're gonna be 33, and that's
Dead.
how old this guy was. So when there's a death, it's always unfortunate news. But
especially at a young age, it's never good news. But at that young of an age, it's not. It's even worse because you always think like,
oh my God, you had so much life left.
Well, you had the chance to like leave a legacy. It feels like you kind of got cut off at a halfway point. That's what makes those kind of losses even tougher, especially if it's somebody who had an impact on a school or a program or a team. So, yeah. Slightly lighter side, I guess. Maxi Kleber is out indefinitely with an AC joint injury. I don't know if you watched the injury. I was watching the Mavs game. Oh, it was bad.
What?
He went like way up in the air, and the way he fell was not pretty. I'll see if I can pull a photo for you to see. Like it's not a good injury. Like he goes up to like, I think he went up to get a rebound and like finish it, and it's just not good.
Injury.
I need to clean this computer after the year.
Why? It's just so slow, or what?
It's just like stiff. It needs to be cleaned.
Like my iPhone charger port needed to be cleaned.
Maybe. I guess that's just because I think I spilled the soda on it like 2 years ago.
What?
Never properly cleaned it, and slowly been. Just old computer.
I mean, speaking of properly clean and sweeping, maybe it's part of cleaning. Okay.
It is.
I don't
Sweeping is a part of cleaning.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's gonna sweep in the NBA playoffs right now? We have Pacers, Knicks, Cavs, Celtics, Mavericks, Thunder, and of course Wolves, Nuggets. Wolves playing the second game tonight, and then the Pacers, Knicks are going to play at 6:30 today.
Here you go.
So
on the video. You can see like him. He goes way up and falls. So like Kleber's injury is weird because he goes way up in the air and he like kind of gets blocked awkwardly and like his feet get knocked out from under him. He lands like purely on his shoulder.
yeah, ouch.
So he might be out for possibly the rest of the Mavs playoff run, depending on how long it goes. But yeah, I mean, speaking of the series we have right now, obviously we have Wolves Nuggets.
Wolves in 4. Wolves in 4. Wolves in 4. Wolves in 4.
I think the Wolves are a better team than they're given credit for, but I don't know if it's in 4. I think Pacers Knicks. I really am leading Knicks here. I don't think the Pacers are as good. That could be a Knicks in 5 or 6 for sure. But the Pacers, for me, felt like they beat a Bucks team that was injured, and they didn't even do it in convincing fashion. It took them 6. This isn't like it was a sweep. It took you a while. And then, of course, we have Cavs Celtics. The Cavs.
Give me the.
Donovan Mitchell's the whole entire Cavs team at this point.
Give me the Celtics on this one.
Yeah, I would take the Celtics for sure. And
maybe even in 4.
Mavs Thunder might be the game or the series you watch go 7 games. Realistically, that team is. Both teams are star-studded. Both have young talent. Both played very well in their previous series, so it'll be interesting to see.
But yeah, no, for sure. Who do you think is going to make it to the semifinal or the championship game?
Semifinals
and
Well, what
give me
is
the
it?
T-Wolves and give me the Mavs. I see that. And then give me the Celtics and the Knicks. And then give me the Celtics in the finals. And I'm not going to be delusional anymore. Give me the Mavs.
I would kind of lean towards that Celtics Mavs. Yeah, that's kind of what I'd lean towards, barring like some crazy individual performance by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would go with. I would think. Yeah, it's fun to it's been fun to bet on it. The Timberwolves have made me good money.
Yeah,
they haven't let me down yet. So I took them to cover again tonight. I'm not as confident in them winning, but honestly, the way the Nuggets played the Lakers in the first series, they didn't win by a convincing margin ever. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they're gonna do it against the T-Wolves. Like the Lakers were a worse team. They kept right with it the whole time. So. And then, obviously, we have NHL news. We're right in the midst of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yep.
Winnipeg Jets coach Rick Bowness retires after 38 years in the NHL.
That's a long
This
tenure.
only kind of solidifies that Winnipeg might be facing a downfall. This felt like the year they had to get it done. They had to make a deep run. They're already kind of rumored to be a team that could be on the move. And now your longtime coach is retiring for you.
Yep.
So, and you have a heartbreaking loss to the Colorado Avalanche, so early on. And then we had a pair of amazing
Game
series.
sevens.
Wild.
A lot of them. The Stars get it done and clinch Game 7 after being down 2-0
In the series.
in
not
the series,
game, yeah.
nonetheless. And then the Bruins faced the Maple Leafs, and that even pushed to Game 7. And, I mean, there was all this hype about this Game 7 because last year Boston lost after being down, or they were
Boston was up 3-1 last year.
3-1 last year, and
They lost in overtime, lost in overtime. And then this year, they were up 3-1, lost in overtime, lost, and then the Game 7 went to overtime. So everyone's like, but they got it done.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Both amazing teams that have managed to pull it off. I mean, Dallas was down 2-0 going on the road. Nobody thought that was going to happen.
Right.
They managed to steal both road games, and then they managed to take, I think, the 5th game and 7th game. So, huge performance by them to come back from that, especially with the Golden Knights not being a bad team at all, defending champs. And then the Bruins, obviously, sent Toronto home in heartbreaking fashion. Sorry, Toronto. We all kind of saw it coming, but it took a lot longer than we thought. And then the favorite as of now, it's a tricky question because they're still good teams. I mean, the Rangers are.
There's Rangers.
Apparently,
Hurricanes.
the Rangers are just going crazy. But when we had Seawalk on, he let us know that we haven't seen a President Cup winner win the Stanley Cup in 30 years.
Right.
The Rangers are that team.
So give me the Boston Bruins.
Really.
Yeah, that's my pick. I know, hot take, because I know the Florida Panthers are really good, but as a Patriots fan, I gotta root on my fellow Boston.
I really
Let's go
think
Burns.
that Carolina is going to give New York fits, and then of course the Avs and Stars is going to be really closely matched. We saw the Avs go off in a flurry of goals against the Jets. It wasn't even close. Every game was like 5-6 goals, and the Stars just showed that they can be down and still come back and win a series. So
Yep,
it's going to be an interesting series.
for sure.
And then Oilers Canucks, kind of anybody's game there. The Oilers probably are the better team slightly, but Vancouver could show, the edge. If they could win one, they've stolen a couple games in crazy fashion already. They managed to come back against the Preds and tie it up with 9 seconds left and then win in overtime. So a miraculous finish. Shout out to me for putting my money on them. But we were thrilled that night.
Bro's just making back his college tuition and gambling right now.
No, not really. Pennies at a time. I am up overall, but not by much.
You're up by your units, so that's what counts.
That's all that matters. And then obviously we're in the middle of May now. It's well into May.
MLB season.
This is baseball season. This is the season where you go outside, you turn the game on the radio. Cleveland has some heartbreak as they lost not only their hit leader, but the American League hit leader in Stephen Kwan to the injured list. They did call up Kyle Manzardo to replace him. Manzardo's not a bad player, so it's not the worst.
Did you see, speaking of MLB news, I know we want to go into the next one.
Yeah.
But it was mid-game in a minor league game. for
Yeah, the two guys that
the
called
two guys that
traded.
were on base. This guy was on second base and got traded in the middle of the game, so they subbed on him out, and he had to leave. It was
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah, remember that they had two guys get traded as part of the Luis Arias deal to the Padres. One of them's on second, so he gets pitch ran for. Has no clue what's going on.
Like, what's going on?
Him and the other guy in the dugout, they're told, they grab all their stuff and they just walk right off the field. Like they have to walk all the way down like the right field line to like the tunnels or whatever, So just insane. Just I've never.
I mean, okay.
I haven't.
Right.
I've seen people get traded mid-game,
But
not while they're
like
on
this.
base.
No, exactly.
That's just crazy.
I mean, it's fine in the dugout, but like when you're on base, it's wild.
Oh yeah, this is something else.
But like, imagine this, right?
I think they should let him finish out the game and then told him after. Like that would have made more sense. But
Picture this.
I suppose they like the Padres are like we don't want him playing because
Right.
or not the Padres, the Marlins, because there are products now, or prospects.
I mean, it's just wild how sports world is ran. Like, picture this. Like, if you...
Yeah, imagine you're working at McDonald's and your boss gets a call up, you're frying your fries,
Mid-frying your fries,
Mid-burger flip. They're like, drop your clothes, drop the uniform, get out of here. You're working for Wendy's now.
Go
across the street. You just walk out mid-shift,
Like,
dap one or two people up on the way out, and you're gone. Welcome to sports.
You can't even say goodbye to your coworkers.
We should have that be a thing. I want to see business world trades. I want to be able to trade for somebody else's board manager. Here it is, hiring process. I want to trade for somebody. We're gonna send 2 future applicants to you in exchange for this guy.
Whatever you guys have for your top 2 resumes, send them over here. We're gonna give
We'll send you our job pool for your 3 best workers.
I mean,
We'll send you our Indeed email inbox. Crazy.
good Lord. But speaking of being on absolute heater,
Putting on a show, hey.
yeah.
Yeah, Ohtani. 3 homers in the last 2 games against the Braves. He had 2 yesterday. One was like 464. And you know who they're playing now? The Marlins. So we might see more Shohei homers because Miami is one of the worst, if not the worst teams right now.
For sure.
Now that they lost to Arias, they gave up 20 runs to the A's 2 days ago. Yeah,
To the A's.
to the A's.
To the A's.
To the A's.
Ah,
Guess who hit the over that day?
man, by the way that he's making this sound, he's...
Better hit no. I hit the A's that day. I hit the over the next day. That hit 2, so it was great. It was a great series. I love that series.
Guys,
But
just tail off Logan. Apparently,
Dodgers
he only
are
shares
hitting
all his wins.
Dodgers are hitting what 273 as a team right now. This is insane. They're getting Walker Buehler back tonight. This Dodgers team is insane. The talent pools were ridiculous, and now you're playing one of the worst teams who just lost their best player because they traded him away.
Yep.
So it's a bad year to be a Marlins fan.
Yep,
all
for sure.
all 800 of them.
I mean, changing teams to the Rangers, they lost their rookie Wyatt Longford to IL.
Langford. Where's the O? Vinny.
uh,
We've done 23 episodes.
we're not 23 episodes.
Maybe
I'm
another
still mid-season
23.
going.
Another 23 will pick it up. But Wyatt Langford, see now you got me.
See?
You got me
See?
messed up.
Look
You
at
got
this.
me messed up.
See,
He's rubbing-
23
this guy's-
episodes in. Logan messes up some names here, too.
I'm allowed
and he's
to.
After
I'm the
me.
president. I'm Joe Biden.
All right, is that why you're eating ice cream over there, sir?
chocolate chip. But I'm allowed to mess up because now you're just getting me confused. But Wyatt Langford, one of their better prospects, really good rookie, one of the I don't know exactly where, but top 10, top 20 guys right now in the league.
I mean, you want to know
And
what else
now they
is
lose 'em, so-
really good? The Twins, before they lost to the Red Sox.
You know what else is really good? I bet on the Twins to lose the day before, and they decided to lose the day after. So you can tell them to just suck one. I watched it. It was like Tanner Hook was pitching.
And why didn't you bet on the day after neither?
Because
Huh?
the pitching matchup was even, so
Huh?
I avoided it. I dodged it. I dodged it as a pick.
See, this guy.
Yeah, Red Sox ended the Twins' win streak at 12.
12.
Crazy win streak because the Twins did not have a good start at all.
No.
You guys were floundering.
We were bad. We were really bad, and then we came back in. I think the MLB record for win streak is like 20.
Yeah. It was something crazy. I think 20, 21, 22.
26
26 by the Giants.
by the Giants in 1916. It's a
I
record
think the
to
most
beat.
recent was the A's in like 01. Like the Moneyball team. They had like 21 or 22 in a row. Something crazy. There's been some crazy streaks. That one was up there.
The A's with 20 in 2020.
Yeah.
And 12.
The
2002.
Phillies have a good home streak going now. I believe they're at like 11 or 12 wins in a row at home or something like that. Not in total, but like at home. So we've seen these streaks. Teams go in streaks in baseball. The Twins, obviously, the first have one that's really nice, and then they lose it to the Red Sox. So,
Right.
But unless you got other sports news, I think that
I mean, okay.
clocks us in for our last sports.
I got one last sports that I want to share because got my bones
Korean
going.
baseball.
Fargo Force.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we have to mention it.
Clark Cup Championship this weekend. Game 1 and Game 2. Friday, Saturday. Big
I will
time.
not be there Saturday. I graduated. Why would I be there? Graduation's an all-day thing.
I know. I should really take that day off.
But you're not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
Guys,
they need
Shocker.
me.
Shocker, guys. Vinny doesn't take a day off from the grind.
No days off.
Who would have guessed?
No days
Who would have
off.
guessed that this guy right here didn't take a day off from a work day?
But
Vinny's like, I'm not working? Today's a horrible day.
no, I was gonna actually have that day off, and then the Force is like, nah, Game 2. Here you go. I'm like, all right. But I mean, who else is gonna fill for me? There's no one. I don't have a backup.
That is
okay?
true.
It's a mandatory for me.
You're one of a kind, which I don't know if it's a great thing, but it is. It is something. It is a thing.
You know, if we
Who else is gonna fulfill?
go around and be
Who else is gonna fulfill the duties?
Yeah, exactly.
Is what we'll say.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you know, you're the closers, we'll call it. He's
Yeah,
the closer
this
in the
will be-
bullpen. We can't lose him.
this will be my last series of games for the Force.
Man, I really hope
as
it's decided
who I
in
am.
3.
I really hope so too.
I don't want a 5. Just get it over with.
But the environment for Game 5 last last weekend was wild.
Yeah.
That crowd was going.
You mean yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of yesterday. Yeah.
It was going.
It was going. It was every time the period ended, that was the loudest cheering I've heard all year.
It was great.
So-
And hopefully,
That home field advantage or that home ice advantage really matters.
yeah.
Really matters, no matter what level you're at.
I would just love for the first 2 games, and we just win that. I don't care what happens after that.
Yeah,
Except for if we have to go to Game 5, hopefully win that.
it was a Dubuque we're playing. Yeah,
But but the thing is that they swept both opponents to the Clark Club,
that's fine.
so
They
they're
could
bound
be
to
worse.
lose.
They could be worse opponents. That's fine.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you know, as the end of the road hits, we picked up Bot from what it was last year, and
Yeah, for a while I didn't feel like we were gonna be able to get it going because I didn't want to really. I was concerned doing it by myself, but I was so like taxed at the start of the year. But once this guy walked in the door, then I had to, then it made sense. So it was great to run it. It was great to pick up the baton from previous years and carry it another year. Hopefully they'll carry it another
year going season
couple of
5,
years into the future.
and update the website because that was all me this year.
Yeah, get somebody on the website. We need website people. If you're a website person or a sports person, please, we need you.
Please
If you're
don't.
both, we really need you.
But yeah, this is like we said, our last Bison Overtime.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Forever.
probably be on the air in some form or fashion. Sitting here the last 2 years in this chair has kind of made me realize I like talking.
You like
A little
talking?
bit.
What?
I like talking a little bit about sports, so we'll see. Maybe a podcast or YouTube channel or something.
So
Something
yeah.
of some sort. I gotta
mean-
be somehow on the waves,
If you guys want to see Bot people graduate, come to the ceremony on Saturday,
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Where's it, Fargo
bright and
Dome?
early. Fargo Dome, yep. And you got.
I'll have beers there.
I think we both have to be there at 9. I don't know. I
don't
still
know.
don't know what time we have to be there.
I'm so not looking forward to the next 5 days. I have to get up at 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m., and then whenever for grads. Probably 8 a.m. It's going to be an early week. I got to be, we have to be up at like 6 o'clock every day. It's going to be fun because I'm not a morning person. I'm very much a night person. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not looking forward to graduation. It's going to be long. I'm going to get bored. But I'll have this playing in my ear. I'll just have our serene voices playing over the earbuds as I sit there and watch people that I've never met walk on the stage.
Yep,
And
exactly.
say, wow, congrats, proud of you. And then I'll just hear Vinny in the background just drop a mic, and then that'll wake me up right away. Or when he just yells into it for no reason.
Whoa!
Yeah, right there, that'll wake me up. I'll be drifting off and be like, this is kind of nice, and then Vinny just screams.
But yeah, we have to be there at the Fargo Dome 45 minutes to an hour prior before your scheduled ceremony.
Ugh, yuck.
So we have to be there at 9.
Where's this at? Does
Fargo
it get
Dome.
mailed out? It's got mailed to us?
No, email to us. Record and registration.
Shoot, I gotta find
Students must pick up their participation card at one stop. Oh wait, I still haven't done that. Hold up, pause. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Oh, okay. It's this week. We gotta do it this week. We gotta pick up our participation card. Got it.
Where's this?
Um,
No, you haven't.
no, this is Monday, April 29th.
Oh, jeez. Can make me scroll. No. They're never there. We deleted it.
But yeah, Logan? What are you gonna do when you graduate, my man?
As of right now,
You're a free man.
I know. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be free.
Probably one of the best days of my life.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that. Gonna have to find it, I guess, or just forward it to me.
Here, I
That
got
might
you.
work.
Let me just forward it.
Do what they can. Forward it to me. But as of right now, the plan is to coach football. This is a bit early in the process, but there might be a spot at a Lutheran school back in my home area to not only coach but be an athletic director. So
You registered or you signed up for registration. Okay, I just want to make sure. I just
I
want to
know
make sure you're
twice.
graduating with me, all right?
well, I'm graduating with you, my man.
all,
Jeez,
that's all.
bro, what do you think I am? Slacking?
A little bit. But big coach guy, huh?
That's me. I'm gonna be Coach
Big-
Belichick. I'm gonna be those who can't coach. That's me. And those who can't coach, coach from the chair. Armchair quarterback, Vinny Anderson. Armchair Matt Patricia.
Yep.
With the spoon in his ear.
I couldn't find a pen, so I had to find a spoon.
You can't click a spoon, guys. Don't worry.
But anyway, I'm gonna be on the same pathway as you. After my 1-year tour, I'm gonna go and coach. So
She coached Japanese football.
that'd be fun, actually.
I think they have it.
But I don't know if I can speak Japanese unless I can hire Shohei Ohtani's translator.
Wow. Were you touring Japan?
Yeah, Japan, China,
I was gonna say,
Southeast
just
Asia,
kind of all of Asia.
and then Europe for 3 more months after that.
Europe.
Yeah, big time. I know.
Big time expenses.
Guys,
The biggest trip I might be making is up north to Canada to go fishing. Yeah.
So it's gonna be all over my TikTok, and then I'm gonna try to start a Wix website for it, and just try to
Yeah.
blog every day.
Vinny does. What do you do on TikTok? Don't you do like daily things?
Daily
Advice?
motivational
Motivational
yeah,
advice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you cringe or you
I don't.
get
I
motivated.
don't go on TikTok very much. I don't see it, but I just go to TikTok to respond to people. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll have an alumni page. We'll be on it. So if people need to get in contact with us, maybe leave my email on there. I'd be more happy to help people in the future. If you're watching this, good luck. Honestly, good luck. You're gonna need it. No, that's actually pretty relaxed.
Yep.
The show is what you make of it. Ben is what you make of it. We had a great time. I did, at least.
Oh, I loved
So.
it. I loved every minute of it. This is my second best favorite college experience.
I was like, how many more things you say? Best, favorite, enjoyment, experienced?
Yeah. I mean, NDSU football was obviously my
Yeah.
one, but this is definitely 2, and you know, you get paid, so
Oh,
it's a
yeah, that
bonus too.
Makes it even better.
Exactly. But the thing is, they don't withdraw any taxes from your paycheck, so you gotta be cautious about that.
Ooh, yeah, you do have to report it, guys.
So, anyway,
Anyway,
signing up for the last time.
it's crazy.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in for the last 23 episodes that
It's
we
enough
made.
to make a grown man cry, but I know someone won't be. Editing me. Editing a version of myself would be like, finally.
Finally! Oh, you want to talk about editing cell phone? No. But yeah, appreciate
this.
you, Addie, for
Yeah.
running bots
Shout out
throughout.
to Eddie running behind the scenes for us, being very accommodating. Be there next year, I'm
Yeah.
sure, for whoever's there. But
Apparently, she is now.
she's a wizard on the TriCaster.
She's Henry's wing woman, so.
Ring woman?
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
say
say
right hand.
Right hand.
Well, what is a ring woman?
Wingman, but it's a female.
Oh, I think you
version.
said ring.
No, wing.
Oh, okay.
Wing woman.
You're confusing me. Episode 23, guys, and Vinny still is confusing me. What else is new? All right, guys.
You know, guys, ways to not lose a football game.
Yeah, your last pep talk. Don't lose. Remember to sleep in when you can. Work and breathe.
You know, just enjoy what you do and
have fun doing it.
Have fun doing it, just like been brought up for
Unless
us.
it's illegal, then maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Or maybe not so much.
Keep yourself out of legal trouble. Do what you love and go after it 100%. Just like me and Logan have done for Ben.
Eat some ice cream.
Eat some ice cream, enjoy yourself too, because life's short. So go out there, have some fun. Happy graduation, Logs. We'll see you guys whenever we do.
In the future.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. See you later.